What up? What up? Day 73. If you're watching this on replay, go ahead, just go to the 2-minute mark. 2-minute mark. We'll start there. Can y'all hear my son in the background talking? Hold on. All right. I told him maybe when I start talking you won't hear him, but should I do it backwards or forward? Forward or backwards? Oh, let me change some of the settings too. Have you ever came into one of my lives and they showed you an ad? Not on replay, but during the live. Like you come into it because you came in late or something, and then they show you an ad. Answer that for me. Yes? Okay, yeah. Then I definitely need to make sure that I set my stuff up ahead of time so I can make sure I'm getting that. Oh, but yeah, front or back? How should I do it? Oh, we had the 2-minute mark too. I'm over here. I ain't even started. Just letting people know. I mean, back. All right. Back. I'll do that then. All right, so let's get into this video.
For a long time, and you will realize that they don't love you, but they stay. And one of the reasons why they stay is because they love the way how you love them. And you might ask, why are you staying with me for all these years and you don't love me? Because they love the way how you love them, the things that you do for them, the way how you treat them, the way how you take care of them, the way how you give them all their desires and their needs, because they know that they can't find that elsewhere. Unfortunately, you are not the person that they wanted from. You see, if they could get that from someone else that they wanted, they would have been gone already. This is why some people will never initiate making love to you. They won't initiate conversations. They won't initiate vacation. They won't initiate anything. You are the one who keep initiating. You the one who keep doing. If you don't initiate, you don't do shit. Because they don't look at you that way. So when you realize this, man, it's up to you to decide. Some of you guys think the more you stay with someone, that they might get to love you sooner or later. Not necessarily. Some people are blocked. They try to love you, but they just don't. They just can't. They can't connect to it. Maybe it's harder what you did when they were young. I don't know why. It could be many reasons. But one thing about it, they love the way how you love them, not you. You know, you can be with somebody for a long time, and you
All right. So some people only stay with you because the way you love them. I do agree with some of this. Now, the thing is this: are they returning the love though? Right now, in some of his scenarios, they wasn't, they never initiated and all that stuff. So in those situations, it's bad. But are they able to show? Because love is it's an emotional thing, but it's also an action, right? Being in love, that's all emotion, but the action of love is being supportive, um being caring, nurturing, protective, uh providing. I'm just saying, I'm saying both men and women's things. Providing, uh um what else? I'm sure I'm missing stuff. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But at the end of the day, there is the action of love, being loyal, being faithful, uh being affectionate, doing these different things. Also, maybe the affection could go a little bit more on the emotional side, even though it's still the action. Affection is the actual action, right? You're showing them affection, but maybe showing affection really comes more so when you have that feeling, right? But the other stuff, providing, protecting, nurturing, um, being caring, being supportive, you can be all those things and not be emotionally in love. So you're showing the action. So in this scenario, I'm sure he's talking about the people who are just with you and don't really show it in return. And for the most part, you like, if you don't notice, like, they're not showing you any love in return. How do you don't know they don't love you? And what is it that you're really fighting for, right? And do you really actually love them in return? Or is it you really just yearning to get someone to love you so bad due to maybe some childhood stuff? So you're starving for their attention and their love, but really you don't really truly love them either. You just can't understand why they don't love you. That's one way of looking at it. But some situations, people are with people that they are in love with, and that person doesn't love them in return, and they don't initiate sex and stuff. That part, the initiating sex, more so is going to come from the man being in love with the woman, and she's probably just not initiating sex. But there are situations where, obviously there's many situations where women are the ones in love and the man is not, and he's just there because of everything she does. She cooks, she cleans, she does all this stuff, and he's probably not being affectionate. He's not being romantic. Because at the end of the day, from what I gathered, taking myself out of it, when a man when he loves a woman, he's going to be affectionate towards her too. He's going to want to be up on her. He just holding her, touching her. Like, even if he's not as affectionate normally, he's going to show affection. He's going to initiate affection because he's just in love with you. Even it could be the most gangster, hardest person in the world. They still, when they get that one woman, she just makes them soft in some aspects. So him being protective is not the only form. That could just be a territorial thing. So he's just territorial of whoever's around him, because if he like on that gangster shit, or whatever, that's why he's doing that. And some women would take that as, oh, look how he protects me. Look how he don't like this and that. He's just territorial. And this is just about the lack of respect from other men. So he wants to establish dominance. Don't touch my woman. Don't look at my woman. Excuse me. But it don't even mean that he really truly in love. You know what I mean? Maybe he just love all the shit you do, but he's territorial. So that's that. All right. I'm gonna play some more of his video and address some more stuff that he was talking about. Let's play it again.
You will realize that they don't love you, but they stay. And one of the reasons why they stay is because they love the way how you love them. And you might ask, why are you staying with me for all these years and you don't love me? Because they love the way how you love them, the things that you do for them, the way how you treat them, the way how you take care of them, the way how you give them all their desires and their needs, because they know that they can't find that elsewhere. Unfortunately, you are not the person that they wanted from. You see, if they could get that from someone else that they wanted, they would have been gone already. This is why some people...
You are still the person they wanted from, because that's why they're choosing to get it from you. You're just not the ideal person they wanted from. But they still want it from you, because if they don't want it from you, it don't matter what you offer. They ain't going to be around. So they want it from you enough. That's why they're getting it.
Who will never initiate making love to you. They won't initiate conversations. They won't initiate vacation. They won't initiate anything. You are the...
And the initiating and making love, I have talked to women that they were with men that didn't initiate that as well. So it goes both ways. It's not as common though, because men just be wanting sex more overall. But there are situations like that too. But those situations you could really easily tell. Excuse me. You could easily really tell based off of the woman versus the man. Just look at them. So for the ladies, like, look at yourself, truly look at yourself, and be a harsh critic of what you look like versus what your man look like. That's a real easy way to tell. Or just what you look like overall, because sometimes if some men, they might look like trash, but if they been getting fine women regardless, and you're not really that fine, like, you know, if you fine or not, everybody know what they are, yo. Like, people want to be delusional, but that's people lying and trying to tell themselves that. Tell themselves that. But at the end of the day, you kind of know what range you are. Even if you put yourself on a higher range, you know what range you are. You know you're not a 9. If you know, 75 pounds to 100 pounds out of shape, you got bad skin and stuff like that. Ain't no way you a 9. You know what I'm saying? In no one's eyes. So that whole, teach his own, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder or whatever. Nah, that's bullshit. You know damn well you got bad skin, you 100 pounds overweight, that you're not a 9. Period. So if you with somebody who either was consistently getting beautiful women, or they're just good looking themselves, and you feel like you chasing, or you know, they're not initiating, that would be the case in most cases. But usually men are going to initiate more, because we just hornier, right? So we want sex more often. So that usually happens on the other end, when a woman is with a man that she really don't like, but he provides security for her, or money or some sort, you know. Well, I guess that would just fall under the security, or just a sense of safety, a sense of like, okay, I'm with this man because my family's been getting on me about not having a husband. You know what I'm saying? So let me keep playing.
The one who keep initiating, you the one who keep doing. If you don't initiate, I don't do shit, because they don't look at you that way. So when you realize this, man, it's up to you to decide.
But real quick, once again, ladies, if the man's not showing you affection, then trust me, he don't love you the same way. Because when we really love that woman, we're gonna show her some affection, even if it's not what you view as, you know, this is a lot of affection. Like, we're going to, you'll see the progression from when you first meet them, and you know, whenever y'all start being a little bit more intimate versus a little bit later on, right? Compare it. If it's the exact same, then more than likely he don't care. If he progressed and he's showing you more affection, but it's still not to your normal standards, maybe your standards of affection is just higher, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm a real affectionate person, so it ain't too many women that I'm gonna be with that's gonna say he wasn't affectionate enough. They all gonna feel like, yeah, he's affectionate enough. But not every man is like that. But then not every woman's like that. Some women don't like that much affection, which is weird to me, but is some, I don't know why. They didn't get it in a past. I don't know. Some just not like that. I can't be with a woman that's not affectionate. But at the end of the day, if that man is not showing you, you know, affection at all, then you got to question, you know, why is he not initiating affection? You know, and then look at how much you do for him. If you feel like you do a lot for him and he doesn't really do too much for you, then maybe that's a situation you need to leave.
Some of you guys think the more you stay with someone, that they might get to love you sooner or later. Not necessarily. Some people are blocked. They try to love you, but they just don't. They just can't. They can't connect to it. Maybe it's how they were treated when they were young. I don't know why. It could be many reasons. But one thing about it, they love the way how you love them.
Yo, this wasn't even a topic I wanted to talk about today, and it just hit me on what it was. I had a busy day today. But damn, the topic for tomorrow is going to be way better. It was good. It was a good one. But either way, yeah, let's read some of these comments. Let me make sure y'all ain't saying, I got to get a split screen. Like I said, those that be watching and enjoying the videos, you know, feel free to go ahead and hit that little button, that little money sign, donate, so I can give me a screen, a split screen, so I can see both of y'all stuff. Yeah, I was expecting a different topic, LOL. Yeah. I completely forgot about that topic. That one was a better one. But it's all good because I could give more energy tomorrow. I'll be more prepared. Because like I said, I had a busy day today. Tomorrow shouldn't be that busy based off of today's. All my cars is kind of going out now. So, all right, let's read some of these comments. My current wife, yes. However, she about to leave because she wants to treat me the same way her mom treat her dad growing up, and I'm not her dad, not having it. Okay. I have 2 kids with a woman who I feel was like this. Stayed with me out of convenience, but never really wanted to be with me substantially. Substantially? I feel like that word doesn't work right there. But anyways, as long as I was providing, she was good. See, and this is the case that I said, in a lot of cases, when the woman is being provided for, she's with a man, but she's not really excited about that man or anything like that. You know what I mean? The minute I needed back surgery and couldn't provide for the family until I healed up, I was no longer a man. We split a year later. Damn, that's rough. Big facts. A lot of people know this. It's just painful to accept the truth of the reality of things. The thing about it is, when people know this, they knew this for a long time. So, you know, when they say it's hard to accept, you kind of knew, way ahead of time. Way ahead of time. You just thought that you could win this person's over. You thought you could win this person's love by loving them more and more and more. And that's just not how it goes. No matter, you know, that's not how it goes. I mean, the way somebody loves me is going to be part of why I love them. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not what this video is saying. So when somebody say, why do you love me? Some of the reason is going to be because of how you love me. There's nothing wrong with that. But then there's other things about that particular person that I would just love. But some are going to be, because at the end of the day, why the hell am I going to love somebody who doesn't love me, who's not loving me how I want to be loved? That wouldn't make any sense. So we're not talking about that. And I don't think this guy's talking about that. I think he's talking about when there's no reciprocity. There's no reciprocity, then it's like, okay, why are you with me? You really just with me because of how I love you. It said, yep, God needed me to hear this today. Talk louder for them in the back. Okay, let me read some. So true. They will definitely admit it, that no one ever loved them as you do. not even his own mother, over and over. Run, don't walk. I don't know what the run, don't walk mean. I'm beginning to get scared by the depth of your wisdom. This certainly it's amazing how many people didn't understand this concept prior to this man saying it. That's why so many broken relationships. But I think a lot of that will be in the vetting process. Like, you know, as you're vetting them, as you're dating them, you could kind of see it. You know, if you feel like you're constantly chasing the whole time, man or woman, if you feel like you're constantly chasing that person, you got to be able to look and say, yo, jumping in a relationship is not gonna make this any better. Just because you want it don't mean it's gonna make it better. And why do you want it? How do you want somebody so bad who doesn't want you? I never understood that. I never understood that. Why do I want somebody so bad? Part of what makes me like you is if a person don't like you that much, how many great qualities could they possibly be showing you? It makes no sense. So it goes to show you that it's mainly just physical. I physically, usually in those situations too, and a lot of those situations, typically, there's somebody who looks way better than the other person. That's why. Not saying it doesn't happen where two people are they both look good, and one could just not be the other person's type, right? But typically is somebody's reaching like far out of their league. Because how can I can like you for, like I've seen, you know, in my time, a woman that, hey, I wanted to sleep with her. You know, she looked good. And maybe she didn't want me back. Maybe I still wanted to sleep with her for a little bit. But eventually it's like, you know, she don't want me, so I'm not really into her. Do I still want to sleep with her? Probably. But as far as a relationship, I could never be with somebody who don't, because what quality are you showing me that's going to make me want to be with you? Why do I like you? You don't even show me the like in return. You don't show me the respect, because if someone is being nice to you and doing all these things for you, and you don't even feel the need to do some things back for them in return, why the hell, what is there to like? I don't understand that. How can you like somebody who does not like you? Because if they don't like you, they don't respect you. And if they don't respect you, they showing you this. They don't show you anything in return. So what is it that you're so caught on? What traits are you able to tell people, this is what I like about him? Okay, maybe the person's funny. They look good, and maybe they funny, they can make you laugh. You know, they may be a deep thinker, but they're not treating you well, even though you're treating them well. So that shows something about their character in itself, that you could allow a person to continue to treat you well and you not feel the need to treat them well in return. What does that say about a person's character? So what the hell do you really like? Did they funny? Did they, you know, a deep thinker, or did, you know, maybe they ambitious? Depending on, you know, this is no gender specific. This is either however whatever I say, it could apply to either gender, right? So I don't understand that. It makes absolutely no sense. You not liking somebody who does not like you is wild to me in itself. So if it takes a video like this, and the same people in these comments, I guarantee you, right, this is what it's going to take. They're going to pull back from whatever partner that they with, just a little bit. Or they're going to pull back. Not a little bit. They're going to pull back. The partner is going to do just a little bit to be like, oh, I missed you, or whatever, right? Because the partner realizes, oh, shit, this person disappeared. And then they're going to be right back in the same situation. Why? Because they think that little nugget was enough. Oh, they really are interested. No, it should never be that uneven. It's always going to be somebody in a relationship, in every relationship, where someone loves the other person a little bit more. It is what it is. That happens. Someone is going to lust for someone a little bit more. Someone's going to love a person a little bit more. Someone's going to think the other person's funny or whatever, right? But if it's really lopsided, that's when you got to reevaluate and say, is this the best situation for me? All it takes is you've been doing, like for the ladies, you've been cooking and cleaning and rubbing your man back and, being the one to initiate sex and all of that stuff. And once every 6 months, he just buy you some flowers. He'll never tell you he love you first. Only if you say it to him. He'll never give you no massages or anything like that. Definitely not taking you shopping if he ain't, doing the other stuff. That'll let you know right there. That'll let you know. And for the fellas, if you were a woman and you paying all the bills and you doing all of this and you working hard and yet you coming home and you giving her massages and stuff like that, and you still got to come home, not even giving her massages, let's take that one out. You coming home and yet you still cooking, 4 or 5 days a week. You cooking your own meals, you fixing your own lunch and all of that stuff. You're taking her out to eat on the weekends and all that. And she not initiating sex and none of that stuff. And initiating sex is not going to be enough. Like that. So fellas, just because she might initiate sex, don't mean it's enough. She might just know, all I need to do is just give her some coochie and then he's straight. No, she should be doing these other things for you because she cares for you. She wants to see you nurtured after a rough day. So, ladies, if the man is not doing anything, he ain't doing no romantic shit ever, you know what I mean? And you're doing all of this, the things that I mentioned earlier, leave his ass. Fellas, if the lady is not doing any of the things and you doing all those things, leave her ass. Find somebody else. It's not going to work. You can't love someone into submission. You can't pour on love and love someone into submission. And I think on that one, I'm going to leave right there. Peace.